Hello, Monsters of Manhunt, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 25 of my Kugath the Plaguebearer campaign. Andrew Wakefield has arrived in Kislev. He's crossed the mountains after dealing with the orcs and the dwarves, the undead. And he's now going to be huge in Kislev. I mean, he is huge. He's massive. Literally just wobbling all over the place. Plaguebearer's just going to climb the walls with the magical arse ladders. I mean, they keep Nurglings up there. Why not ladders, right? Taking a little bit of damage there from the towers, but nothing too bad. They can tank that. Meanwhile, our corn units are trying to smash through. They successfully smashed through the gates there. No problem. Doggos, of course, very good at getting through gates. It's the opposable thumbs. The lack of, that is. You'd be surprised how useful that is when it comes to unlocking doors. If you ask a dog if it can unlock a door for you, 9 times out of 10, it has a lockpicking set already on it. That's a fact. You can ask any dog. So the Bloodletters and Flesh Doggos charging in to engage the Kislevite infantry and cavalry, and then Andrew smashing through the other gate and then moving up to support.
The point is ours.
Isn't that nice? You can see the Soul Grinders blatting Kossars. Here comes Andrew Wakefield, backed up by the Spawn of Nurgle. Those Kossars won't know what hit them. Oof. Already Andrew starting to rack up the kills. Of course, he has a damage aura all around him, which means he just causes more damage the longer he's in contact with the enemy. Which is, you know, pretty potent. Because if he's in a big melee blob, then everyone around him is just slowly dying. It's fun, unless you happen to be the enemy. The Doggos taking out the Ice Guards, as well as the Kossars there. We can then head up to this little plateau, where there's one of the victory locations, minus supply location up there. So we can grab that one. Already the Kislev forces under a lot of pressure and a lot of trouble. They do not want to be engaged in melee like this. This is where they will suffer. Even the Ice Guards, who are pretty good in melee combat, aren't going to be able to deal with exalted Bloodletters, who apparently are ignoring them. And don't worry about it. The main blob of defenders seems to be trying to pull out of combat, but unsuccessfully, due to the, you know, hordes of demonic entities currently trying to rip their face off. So far, so good there. However, on the other flank, things are a little bit more fraught, as our unsupported Plaguebearers deal or try to cut through a horde of enemy units backed up by missile units. It's not really ideal for them. This Zarguard is very, very tanky, and our Plaguebearer is going to struggle against them due to their high armor and melee defense. More Plaguebearers moving up to support. However, meanwhile, Andrew has finished off. I mean, just absolute slaughter. Absolute complete carnage there. And we're moving up to take out the barricade so that we can swoop down. And we could have come through this way, but the problem is then we would have like bunched up here. Whereas if we break through the barricade and use the back entrance, we will come in right to the rear of this big blob of units there. And this barricade is going to go down very quickly. It's almost destroyed already. Come on, guys. One last big push. Come on, you got this. There we go. It's down. Perfect. And now we can advance. We've already captured one point there, and the Flesh Dog is now moving on to the next one. I've seen a lot of people complain about how strong the towers are, and to be honest, they're not that strong. Don't worry, guys, honest to God. I mean, 90% of the time, the AI will build the Tier 1 towers. The Tier 1 towers are not that good. They're fine, alright? You don't have to worry about them. You can basically ignore them. The higher ranked towers, of course, are quite nasty, but I guess it does depend on the faction. I think Khorne's towers are quite nasty, just in general. Moving in to support our Plague Bearers because they've had a chunk of health taken out of them. Fortunately, Oscar the Grouch has something up his sleeve. I mean, he doesn't have sleeves, but you know what I mean. And goes a little purple sun there, which is going to suck off all of these armoured Kossars. Look at it, hoovering them all up there. Their health dropping very rapidly. Ooh, that's going to sting. It's heading this way. Okay, you don't want to... Not this... No. Uh-oh. Ow. 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 That's going to sting. No. Quick, heals. Heals. That's fine. Good. Okay, well, I mean, Oscar, not bad. 81 kills there. That's fine. We can patch up these Plague Bearers. They'll be fine. And looks like the army losses are now taking effect. A few volleys. Trying to do a little bit of damage there, but it's too little, too late. We're all over them. Soul Grinders letting off a few barrages on the way out, and Andrew mopping up the Zargard. Nice and easy. Oh, I could sack it. I'm going to sack it. Ooh, the other Trickster Shards. It's a nice one. Andrew Wakefield getting Plunderer as well. Very nice. Oh, I can't reach it. Well, never mind. We'll get it next turn. Won't we, Andrew? Oscar, let's give you Blade Shields. Make you a little bit tankier. And Woolric. Woolric or Woolworths. The shittest shop in the UK. Have they gone bust or did they reopen? That was WH... No, it was Woolworths, wasn't it? WH Smith is still around. WH Smith is trash. That's right. It really is garbage. Right, okay. So we... Right. I'm slightly concerned. I'm slightly concerned because we are on soul number 2. And there are... Well, now the Oracles of Zinch are in the realm of Zinch, so I'm going to assume that they're just going to get that soul. In which case, we now have 2 AI factions with 3 souls each. Well, probably. And the Northern Provinces and the Oracles of Zinch both have the opportunity to get to. I'm going to assume they're going to get them. At that point, we have those 2 factions with souls. Now, on the plus side, if they do that, they both need corn. And only one of them can get corn at a time. So, with any luck, the next round, neither of them get corn, another faction does. That blocks them. That means we can get 3. That means we can then go into getting the 4th soul. And I think we're going to have to do Zinch next just to be on the safe side. I don't want to do it, but I think we're going to have to. So... let's... Now, a few people are saying, why don't you give your settlements to Help It? And the answer is because I don't think Help It are actually doing anything. They definitely have more money than they're spending because they've got 4 heroes, a unit of Skaven slaves, and rattling guns, and they have not recruited anything else. So, I'm going to be honest, I'm not holding my breath for them to do anything. Do I have to worry about you? The garrison here isn't ideal. I can reach you, but I suspect you'll probably run away. I could always go and hit the rifts, and that would give me some more money. On the other hand, I could go and deal with this problem over here. However, I do need to get rid of this, don't I? So... right. Yeah, I think we're gonna stay. I'm gonna stay. Temperate climbs. Yeah, sure. We're gonna stay here for a moment. Andrew's gonna continue mopping up. We've got another army over here. Apparently, there's a bug with the upkeep whereby if you recruit a lord and disband it, your upkeep doesn't go down. But if it dies, then it's fine. My guess is that's probably because they stay in your recruitment. So. I mean, that's generally fine. I don't think it's a problem for me, but it's something that you should probably keep an eye on. I want someone down here because I want to keep an eye on what these guys are doing. Because there's no bonus to public order from military, which means they could be meandering this way. I wouldn't expect them to because there's still that rift there. But while they're there, so you know what I'm going to do? Right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to hit them with a plague. That's going to reduce campaign movement range, which is good. Less armor's always nice. But let's go chance of plague spreading and plague duration. And then we'll bring you down here. Just because I know the AI is fucking relentless. Like, at no point are they going to go, yeah, maybe we should, like, you know, retake some ruins or something. It doesn't look like they're heading towards us. This should be... They'll be just... No, get them! Recruit a stack! Charge! I mean, I could give Bullsgrad to... I just... Alright. They're not going to do anything with it, but just to appease people, I will... Right, where are you? There you are, you little shits.
Twist, bend, thing, assist me now.
Trade settlement. Oh, right, so the only trade settlement I can trade them is Prague, and I don't want to give them Prague. I could give them... I guess it would have to be one they're bordering, so I could give them this one if I retake it. But to be honest, there's no reason they can't take it. They just don't want to. They're just useless bastards. Critical failure, foul pus. No. No, mate. Oh, what a disappointment. What a disappointment. Seducer of Slash have entered. Okay, they've only got 2 souls. That would potentially net them a 3rd. And, we got rid of the taints. Fantastic. That's what I wanted. Good. You're still sitting there, which makes me nervous, but this garrison seems fine. So what I'm going to do is we're going to mop up this flank over here. So let's do a little ambushette there, and we're going to move you down here. Yikes. Okay, so you're actually under siege. So I could pop a plague on you. You've got a stack over there. So as long as we're keeping an eye on this seems manageable. I'm not worried about this. Okay, we'll bop you, and we will occupy. Bish bosh bash. Get that big replenishment. I could actually potentially replace some of Andrew's units with better ones. So we've got all of these plague bearers. I could switch them out for exalted plague bearers. I mean, they're not a huge amount more, realistically. Tell you what, let's merge what we've got.
Time for new children.
And we'll get 4 of them. Then I'll get rid of you. And I'm going to... I could get rid of 2 of them. Let's get... I'm tempted to get another soul grinder. Let's get I wouldn't make you do that, Andrew. We'll get one of those boys. And control. Repair that one, and then we can sort of start clearing this up. Oh, you've got Volksgrad. Yeah, I also saw an Empire army somewhere around here. Where are they? There they are.
Unworkable.
Now, where are you going, I wonder? With your Luminarch and Demigryph Knights, pray tell. Where are you? The Empire, the Empire, the Empire, the... There you are. Right. You're actually strength rank 8. That's... Who are you at war with? You're at war with Scrag, and yet you're busy with me. I mean, it says safe. They do not really pose any threat to you, and yet that army is heading in my direction, and I can't help but feel that it's going to try and attack me, so I'm just going to plague the shit out of you. Get in there, Valmir, cool. Nice. I'll slow him down. I mean, maybe they're not heading for me, but it's just my paranoia kicking in. Okay, I think this army might attack Prague. It's just my guess. And I also don't trust this. So if we plague them, that should keep them on the back foot at least for a little while. Ballsgrad, I don't really care about. You, I'm just going to keep around here to sort of like keep an eye on things. I could hinder your replenishment, but that's not really going to help me. So I mean, this seems fine for the most part. I mean, that's going to have a rebellion. The AI is not very good at dealing with the rifts. I'm sure it used to be better. There was a point where they were just closing rifts left, right, and centre. And they just don't seem to give a shit at the moment. Okay, you're constructing an outpost. Good for you. Slanesh is dead, apparently. Kugath is a creator. He is. He really is. And Demonic Frenzy has kicked off. Mount Greyhag has got a cult. Oh, hello. It's a lot of lizard boys. What are the lizard boys doing there, pray tell? When Lord is present. I mean, you don't have many settlements, so that's maybe a good shout. Yeah, I'll just get more infections. That's a lot of Blood Knights. That is a number of Blood Knights that you have right there. Hello? What are you up to? Boop.
Don't think so.
My hope is you're slowly dying from plague. What's the garrison like here? Not great. Not enough to hold off. Do I go back? I don't really want to. I want to keep up the pressure, but... Have you got closer, or are you staying where you were? I think you're staying where you were. Right, in that case... What plague do we have on us? That's currently going to net us 4k. We could whap ourselves with the Black Plague. And that's now 15k. Seems alright. I'll take the 15k.
Nurgle's laugh shields us.
Nom nom nom. Thank you very much. I'll take that and also reset my view. Good, good, good. Right, now we can mop this up. I can't believe you guys are doing nothing. Come on. Come on. Right, garrison there's a bit tankier. This is fine. If we could just mop up this flank. That, I think, is really... I mean, Kislev at that point... I mean, they do have these settlements over here. But if we can take Arengrad, that's... I mean, that's one of their major... If they've lost 2 of their major capitals. If they lose the 3rd, they're basically screwed. That's my thinking. And it looks like Slanesh is trying to eat some elves, which is good, because fuck elves, frankly. I'm a little bit worried about how strong the Empire is, considering they've only got a handful of settlements? Is this the... No, that is not the army I plagued, is it? That is... that is not the army I plagued. That's another army. Oh, goody. I might have to come down here and deal with this. Unless we bring Leprosa the Undying down to join the party. What can we do here? Ideally, I need stuff that's going to be good against armoured units. I mean, the Pox Riders are anti-infantry? How much anti-infantry? 7. It's not bad. Maybe some artillery would be good. It's expensive. It's expensive, but let's do it. Okay, that's not bad. What we will do is we will... Oh, we can't. Can't infect you just yet. But we can next turn. Then you can come down here to deal with this. Because I think this province is probably fine.
Lord of Stench.
So, in that case, we cannot worry about the mountains. We can concentrate on mopping up all this crap. Ballsgrad, I don't care about you. I'm really sorry. I do feel bad. You're going to keep an eye on this. No point really doing anything to you. I'm not, like... Our garrisons seem fine. So what I can do is... Get you out here. Bring you down here. That'll be fine. The growth is... Sure. Can't do that. Could do this, because that has... That one. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's... Oh, it has to be on an army. Can they still move? Campaign move disabled. No. In that case, no, we're not using that. Ah, so there's that oh no, it's an Ostland army. Alright, there's no point trying to defend that. Ballsgrad is lost. I do love you, but equally, I can't be bothered to care. Fruit of the Garden, I guess Plague Bearers. Okay, where's... Ballsgrad is over there. Prague... They can't reach Prague next turn, can they? No. I feel like you might be getting closer. As much as I want to deal with this, I can't. I'm going to have to come down here and intercept that. However, we can march over here and grab this. Pyrrhic victory, really? Does it have walls? Asking for a friend? If it does, I mean, not a problem. We'll deal with it anyway. It does have walls. Yeah, that's fine.
This is our calling. This is our blessing.
Once more into the breach for Andrew. He's making big headway in Kislev already. I mean, to be fair, Kugath did manage to take 2 of the capital settlements, and these are just minor settlements. Minor settlements that look quite a lot... I mean, Kislev had slightly bigger buildings, I want to say. But otherwise, it's exactly the same map, so... Kislev does not have a unique map, so there we go. Right, the gate's already down. They should really build those gates stronger. Enemy cavalry racing in to try and plug the gap. We do have a barricade trap here, which is going to reduce melee attack within the radius, which is actually quite effective, because that's going to have a negative effect on basically anyone attacking the units. I mean, if you pull back a little bit, let them come into that effect, you'd probably, that'd probably be quite good. Now, of course, Andrew excels when he's right in the thick of the melee, where he is doing all that AoE damage to literally everyone around him, and that's exactly what's happening here.
The point is ours.
We've got the... there we go, the decay effect, I think it is. Pestilent Decay? Pestilent Decay. 16 to 32 damage. Also debuff them with the Rock of Inevitability. Obviously, we've got our friend, Great Unclean One, there as well. And Andrew is racking up the kill. 45 kills, 48, 50, 52. Jesus Christ, Andrew, calm down. 54 kills so far. The Plague Bearers have taken the walls. No problem there. Taking a little bit of fire. I think pretty much all of the enemy missile units are focused fire on Andrew to try and bring him down. And I mean, they are doing damage to him. But we've got multiple ways of healing him, so he doesn't really give a shit. And he's got such ludicrous amounts of hit points that his healing cap is going to be pretty high, because I think it's twice the amount of health they have. So basically, he's got an effective health of about 30,000. Like, he's just chortling away to himself. He does not give a shit. Jesus, there's so many dead bodies. Oh dear. The Blade Bearer is coming down off the walls to attack the Zargard in the rear and drop death heads on their heads. Ooh, 40 kills. 141 kills. And also soaking up pretty much the vast majority of the missile fire, it feels like. The enemy general also in the way and just getting... Oh, he does so much damage. 836 weapon strength and 74 melee attack, and that's with it debuffed. That Patriarch just got fucking wrecked, mate. Okay, well, everything they sent to try and hold the gate has failed quite badly. And we're through. We're now swarming further into the city.
Come now, children. Win it back.
These Kossars and armoured Kossars, just no match for us. 215 kills for Andrew. More Plague Bearers flanking around. You can see units trying to flee behind the barricade to keep them safe. Unfortunately for them, there's more units coming up the path directly behind the barricade. And there's just swarms of Plague Bearers advancing, backed up by Exalted Bloodletters, Flesh Hounds, Spawn of Nurgle. The Ice Guard and Armoured Kossars trying to hold the line against... Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, he's just healing himself up. He doesn't care. It's like, what? 265 kills. No problem. The barricade's about to come down. More Plague Bearers flanking around. And our force is now pushing up towards the minor supply location, which is giving... I mean, this location, the city, is basically defended by this supply location. We take that. No towers, no barricades, nothing. Not that it's helping them very much. Andrew with the 290 kills there. Yeah, I mean, certainly, that is true. Some Kossars trying to hold back the demonic hordes. Don't think that's going to work out for them. As the flag very quickly falls. Down it goes, and look how fast that's filling. Just the sheer weight of all the units we have on the battlefield at that point. And there we go. The army loss is starting to take effect. Nothing can stop us. I mean, to be honest, I think Andrew could probably take this by himself, given enough time. He does not give a shit. I just love how Andrew racked up 372 kills there just from that mosh pit of... It's just this BO. Let's... Sure. Sure. Let's do that. Oscar, you can have... Blade Shield to make you a little bit more tanky. Woolworths can have Deadly Onslaught. Let's pick a mix section. Those doors are almost certainly on the way. So I'm going to have to deal with them. You can meander in this direction. I mean, you've got a stack of 18, which is still pretty good. Let's give you crumbling doobie whatsits.
Father Nurgle.
Why is that? Just fix it. Thank you. I'm sorry. Did some vampires come and wreck my shit? Oh, that's such a bad idea. That is a terrible, terrible choice. Right, Spurts Mildew, you just stay there. You are fine. Karak Ungor. I could maybe get more defences here, just to be on the safe side. I don't know if we'll be able to finish them before dwarves turn up. Like, you guys can fight each other if you like. You don't have to involve me. I'm more than happy to just stay on the sidelines and watch you guys duke it out. At least Phaedrian's back. That's something. Temperate Strain. Prague's got a plague. Let's plague you. Boop. What did you... Wait, who got that? What did we get? Did we get a thing? Did you get a trait just before you carked it? You're not really a threat. I don't know where those doors are gone, but I'm suspicious. So you're moving up here. Voltsgrad and Gruz. Now, Gruzlev does have an army in it. And we can reach it in one turn. It does have defences, but we've dealt with that before. We can deal with it this time. Public order here is not good. Could try on taxing that. I mean, to be honest, as long as this province is suffering, that's a good thing. Fort Jerkov. Oh, we can upgrade both of them. 3 turns. That's... Ah, hello.
Do you take me for a wazzock?
Yes, sort of. What would be good against... I mean, the Furies are going to be pretty good. They can tie up those units for me. And then I just need something on the front line. I mean, some heroes may not be the worst choice. However, I've already got the maximum. We are losing a lot of cash. I'm not... Like, depending on where they attack, plus they're taking attrition. So they can't move as far. We've got... Yeah, okay, that's fine. We can deal with them. And these doors down here, I don't think are necessarily a problem. We'll deal with them later. Ew. I would definitely do something about that if I were you guys. But far be it from me to tell you what to do. What text do we need? Ogre susceptibility. I think I'm just gonna go down. I don't think there's anything here. I mean, I guess double experience fighting Kislev would be probably quite useful. But I think we've pretty much got everything else. Everything else that I kind of want. Alright. That's... I mean, the main concern during a siege is the missile units, and that's not a lot of missile units. So I'm just going to come straight down here and take this. Valiant defeat? Don't think so. This city map actually looks really cool. I've just been having a look about it just quickly, and it's kind of got this really neat, like, I like the bridges, they're always cool. Got these big sort of like sweeping defense, and then you've got this kind of like chasm here with bridges over it, like to the last victory location, which looks cool as shit. Like, it's got like a little river down there, looks really nice. Little crag, I like it. It looks better than the Kislev map. So there we go. Right, Meanwhile, we're already through the gates, as per usual, because the gates are basically made of balsa wood. Now, if your units are having trouble getting through tight spaces, make sure they're not grouped, because if your units are grouped together, as in they are, like, locked in place, they can kind of struggle to get through small... So, just... if you're playing like a siege, just untick it. It's useful in field battles, it's not when you're playing sieges. So can Andrew do the hat trick? Can we get 3 settlements in one episode? I mean, holy shit. He's had to fight his way through big, chunky garrisons. And this is probably the worst, because this is an army on top of it as well. So this is garrison and army. Now, number is 2-1. And Andrew's already taken a lot of fire. Getting the heals there. And braining the enemy cavalry, who have all been deep. I like the Rock of Inevitability is such a good little ability, because it just nukes the melee defense of everyone that you're attacking. And that is very strong. So more and more units are feeding themselves, but I mean the problem with Kislev is that all of their units are basically missile units, which means we're having to deal with a lot of missile fire. So we've got Plague Bearers advancing over here, but taking sustained missile fire. More and more units throwing themselves at the gate, trying to hold us back. Virulent Contagion there, dropping their melee defense down by 40 points, down to 14, which is absolutely brutal. Okay, so far so good. We've mopped up the units at the gate and we're now pushing on in. More Plague Bearers coming down off the walls. The Soul Grinders quickly advancing, because that's one of the good things about the Soul Grinders, is they're super quick. Get them right in there. Our force is spreading out to engage and hunt down the enemy garrison as they try and scatter throughout the enemy city. The problem is we're getting pulled apart here. See the Plague Bearer is taking a lot of damage. Andrew's taking a lot of fire as he advances, because these armoured Kossars just picking away at him. I mean, obviously, you know, he'll be fine. He can heal up. Also got our Great Unclean One. The Exalt. I will say that the units keep stopping. Like you say, attack those guys. They'll be like, yeah! And then not do it. So you have, it's like spinning plates. You have to constantly make sure that units are actually attacking what they should be fucking attacking. So the Flesh Hounds now taking on those armoured Kossars, giving the Plague Bearers time to get around the back there. Units fleeing across the bridge away from Andrew's advance. He's taking a bit of damage, but he can always heal himself up. That's no problem. Plague Bearers moving across the ford there. Lots of units trying to slow their advance. Our Great Unclean One getting picked off, and he's fairly low on health, and he's not super happy. We've healed him up, but we're going to have to get more units over here to render assistance. You can see some armoured Kossars throwing themselves at the Exalted Bloodletters, trying to slow their advance. There's Woolworths leading the Chaos Spawn to help the Soul Grinder take the little victory location there. We've got ice sleds moving to back them up. Andrew's halfway across the bridge. The Plague Bearers are, taking a lot of damage there. Still got quite a lot of health though, and the Flesh Hounds helping just tear those Kossars apart. More and more units fleeing back across the bridge, trying to make a stand. We've taken the victory location, which is good. Uh-oh. Great Unclean One is starting to crumble, but we've healed himself up. However, he's already hit the cap of health, of healing. Fortunately, the Exalted Bloodletters have arrived to fend off the Kossars. And here come the Chaos Spawn. So far, so good. Over by the ford, another unit of Exalted Bloodletters. Again, they just don't seem to be... Like, I'm telling them attack, and they're just kind of like, yeah, I'll get round to it. Like, what's this? The fuck? Just get the fuck over there. Useless bastards. The Plague Bearers are mopping up the Streltsy and the War Sleds. Get 'em, boys. Alright. Andrew's rushing over to help out with this large blob of infantry. This should be fine. The Warhounds seem to be okay. The Fleshhounds, I should say, seem to be okay. The unit over here took quite a bit of damage, but we can heal them up. That's no problem. And good so far. We seem to be mopping them up. This is okay. The bloodlet. What the fuck are the bloodletters over here doing? They just don't seem to be doing anything. They can't really decide what they're doing, and they're just fucking it up. Finally, we've managed to get most of them into combat, but they're now taking a huge amount of fire from the flank, which is not really ideal, and the rest of our units are sort of, like, busy. I should have sent Andrew to knock out the enemy general. That's my bad. I'll hold my hands up there. However, it looks like the balance of power is shifting very much in our favour. The enemy have lost the vast majority of their army. And dropped to 60 kills. And the Fleshhounds, yep, being healed up there. Make sure they're fine against the armoured Kossars with great weapons. Looks like we're going to lose the Exalted Bloodletters. Yep, down they go. Ah, that's a bit shit. Never mind. They just spent so long dicking about. Like, they should have easily minced these armoured Kossars pretty quickly, but they just... I probably should have sent support. Or, you know, some competent bloodletters like these guys. 153 kills. These guys know how to get shit done. Unfortunately, it looks like army losses are taking effect. And the last few units from the garrison are fleeing the battlefields. Ah, it was a wee bit messy, but did it. Let's loot and occupy. Nah, not anymore, it doesn't. I think you'll find it belongs to me.
Father Nurgle.
Oh, we don't have the doobries. Never mind. We'll just have to replace it with Exalted Plaguebearers. Oops, didn't actually click the button, did I? Oh, we could get some... let's do that. There we go.
The joy of disease.
It's way better than the joy of sex, trust me.
Lord of
Okay, let's repair that. Let's get some stuff. That'll do. Right, we've almost taken this entire province. So we've got a nice little bulwark here against the Empire once... Hello?
This is impudence.
Is it, though? How... You've got treaties with Ostland. The fuck? You're fucking vampires, mate. What treaties have you got with Ostland, you lunatics? I guess I have to kill all of them as well. Never mind, I guess I have to kill everyone. Well, some things never change. Spirit Leech is very useful in a siege. Can knock out those enemy characters. Very, very useful. Let's get some spells with you as well. That'll make that all the more tanky. You just get to stay there. And we're going to try and kill Valmir's back with 3 Luminarchs. He started to learn, but I'm not a huge fan. I might have to just go down and torch Wolfenburg just to drive home the point that I'm not a fan of him rolling around with Luminarchs. I might sack it and then just raise it. I think that's what I'll do, but that is going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.